Check, check, check. Let me just make sure everything is good to go here. Um, Let me just start sharing this around so people bear with me. Let me start sharing this around here. I got a couple of things I want us to talk about. I want to talk about today, and so just give me a moment. Let me share this around, and then we're gonna get into all of that. I gotta share this to a couple of pages. So just stay on the live. We're gonna talk. We are going to talk. Let me just share this to some necessary pages first, people. Um, and then, we're going to get into what we got to get into. Okay? So once you're here, just share this live for me, please. I appreciate if you can. And just give me a couple of moments. Let me just share this. It's me alone, so you know it is. I have to multitask and so on. So just a couple of moments. Let me get that going. Just a second. Just bear with me. Bear with me. Bear with me, people. We're almost there. We're almost there. Just 2 more minutes. Well, less than 2 minutes. And then we're going to get into what we got to get into. Share the live in the meantime, though. Appreciate that. All right. Let me see here. Boom, boom. All right. That's one. That's good. Let me get to this next one here. Just bear with me for a little bit, okay? Just a few seconds. Yeah, just a few more seconds. And then we're getting to what we got to get to. Please share the live. I don't want people to leave comments and be very, active in what we're going to be discussing here. And, I have a couple of things that I want to, let everybody know about. So, okay, we've shared it to, hold on. All right. We've shared it to enough places, I think. Okay, let me say firstly, a happy Sunday to everybody out there. I hope that, as we're coming close to the end of this lockdown period, that, you're able to, return to some level of normalcy, and that this lockdown period wouldn't have been as stressful on you or as difficult on you. I know there's some people who really were going through a lot during this time of lockdown, and just hopefully that you're in a good place and you can continue being in that good place as we go forward. Now, I want to give a bit of a backstory, okay? Now, before even I do that backstory, let me just say thank you to all the folks who support my lives and watch what I'm doing. And some people may be out there wondering, what exactly is Kenny doing with all this live? He just has time on his hands, and what exactly is the situation with your boy Kenny D? And I'm gonna tell you. Before we jump into that, though, today makes roughly a month that this channel has been operational. Now, I have been doing my lives before that, where I was posting them to my old Kenny D page and, of course, my regular page, Canasta Sylvester Denard. But I decided to start a brand new page in order to put this content out there, which would be a home for this content to live on. And there's a couple of reasons why I did that. Now, for those who don't know me, I've been involved in media for my entire life. At the age of 15, I started working I did a teen talk show. I was about 15 or 16, somewhere around there, at Observer Radio, Teen Talk. I don't know how much you remember Teen Talk back in the day, not the one that was on TV that came after. This one was in 2001. This is when Observer Radio just started. And I'm aging myself, because if that's 2000 and yeah, if that's 2001 when they just started, and I was about 15, and I'm putting some age on myself in it. Yeah, you know how old I am then. You can do the math. So I started there. The radio bug started there, and the broadcasting thing started there. And I was still going to school at that time. I was just going into fifth form, and we took a break from that show because we had to do CXCs and so on. But I always loved that aspect of things. And I think that aspect of things is what led me into getting into DJing. In 2004, I became a part of this sound system called More Live Sounds, which was me and Calbert Francis and Osimac. We made up More Live Songs. Big up to my family. Big up with my family for life. And I got onto Vibes FM around that time as well. Um, so I was on radio. I did a couple of other radio stations prior to Vibes, smaller. Well, I wouldn't say smaller, but I did some other radio stations prior to that. But Vibes FM is really where everything changed. And that time it was called Family Radio. It was everything changed, and I took the whole radio thing seriously, and I decided to make it a career. So I've always been involved in media. I was probably like 19 when I started working at Family Radio. I was a young guy, a young hothead. So I was about 19 when I started working there, and I just got involved in broadcasting. I was able to, be on different radio stations across the Caribbean and in St. Martin, in St. Kitts, in Angola. I was blessed, but radio has always been my passion. I went away. I was living in Angola for a couple of years. And when I came back to Antigua, I started working shortly after when I came back to Antigua. I started working at Vibes FM, which was the new name that it had then, there, which is a part of the Family Radio, Family FM Limited, and all of that. So I've always been in broadcasting. Now, for the past couple of years, I've kind of felt like I wanted to make a change. I kind of felt like, you know, I probably have outlived my usefulness at Vibes FM. I rose through that company from being entry level DJ, and I later on became part of the management team. I spent about 8 years at Vibes FM, and at the end of last year, which would be the December last year, I resigned from Vibes FM, officially resigned from Vibes FM. But I was there on a contractual basis for the next 3 months, which would have taken us up to March. It just so happened that at around when March happened, um, lockdown happened and the coronavirus thing happened. So at the end of my contract, which would have ended at the end of March, brought us right into lockdown. So, the other opportunities that I had to pursue, I didn't get a chance to do that because, we couldn't do anything. So not wanting to be home, just not doing anything, I decided, you know what, I have a little time on my hands now. Let me start a morning show from my house. I have the means, I have the technology, and I have the know-how to do so. So I decided to start it, and it got very good responses. I had some hiccups in the beginning part of it, and I worked out a way to get it done properly, and it worked. For the most part, it worked. And a couple of weeks into doing it the way I was doing it before, I said, you know what, I could probably do this better, and I should look at this differently and do it better. So I decided that if I was going to have time home, why not try to pursue something that I haven't seen being done a lot in our region, or especially in Antigua and Barbuda? And why don't I try to be the first to do it in that sort of capacity, where I wanted to offer um, media and information and content from a social media standpoint. So I didn't want to be on a TV. I didn't want to be on anybody's radio station. I just didn't really want to work for anybody anymore. Weirdly enough. Not saying that I'm not going to work for people going forward. You never know what the future holds, but I at least wanted to spend some time and devote my time and expertise into doing this. So I started the page about a month ago, Canessa Kennedy Denard, which is my media page that I call it, where I go about and I try to create unique content from that page. You would have noticed that I would have I would have stopped doing the morning show with a lot of music in it because I kept getting flags for copyright and so on and so forth. So I decided to just present content, original content. And that's, I mean, it could be as simple as me sitting in front of my computer and talking, and a couple of eyes are on me watching. I mean, it's original content, and I can't be flagged for that. So I started that page in an effort to build out that media company from that regards. And the unique thing about it is that a lot of people don't realize the unique thing about having a media company on social media is, um, you can get insights, or you can get analytics of how well you're doing or how much people are watching and so on. The thing with radio is that you can never definitely tell a person, well, 10,000 persons heard this, or 20,000 persons heard this. But with what I'm doing, I can definitely say, well, hey, I can guarantee that 20,000 persons would have heard this, or would have been listening and had a chance to hear this, or seen your product, or so on and so forth. And the beautiful thing about this sort of content is it doesn't go away. So even if you miss it live when it starts, you can always go back and watch. You know, I did I did I like going back and watching how much people viewed my videos after I've gone live with them. And for the most part, it's always more people who watch after you go live. So you might jump on a live and see 30 people watching simultaneously, but then that video would have reached out to 1,000 people, 2,000 people, 3,000 people, and so on and so forth. So, and that's just at that one point in time. And then there's always persons who would go back and watch it afterwards. So that has been something I found cool, to have that sort of information that I could share with persons. And I'm really trying to cater to a wider demographic. I want to talk about things from across the region. I want to talk about things from across Antigua and Barbuda. And I want to offer unique content. That's why on the Masterpiece This Morning show, you see me have features like Coffee and Cardio, where I get a workout routine from OJ, Body by OJ. You see Drinks on Me, when I speak with the man GQ, and we go over different drink cocktails, and and different features like that. When I have Tamika on, and we're talking about makeup and these sort of things. So it's different features, and we do that sort of thing. So this month marked 1 month that I started the page, and what a lot of people don't know, and I'm going to share this, I'm going to give some insight, right? And people share this live because this is something that I don't think a lot of people know, and they should know. I've seen persons say they want to do, content from social media. I've seen people put that out there, and I must commend them. Do it. Continue doing it. Create these types of content for social media. So it's something that I want people to know and realize, and I want people to share this video to understand this. Facebook, as much as people say is a dying social media platform, it's not necessarily the case. Now, Facebook and YouTube, it allows you to be a lot more flexible in terms of how you can broadcast and put things out there. The reason why you don't see me post much to Instagram and so on, although Instagram is a great platform, don't get me wrong, Instagram is very mobile phone heavy. So you normally have to post through a mobile phone, or if not, you have to go and find other ways to post stuff and so on. So that's why I don't really too much care to do the Instagram thing. I'm gonna try to build up my Instagram following. My following on Instagram is very little. So if you're listening to this, go follow me. It's Kenny D himself, KENNYD himself. You can go follow me on Instagram. But I'm gonna eventually build that out. But back to what I was saying with Facebook. A lot of people don't realize you can get monetized on Facebook. All right, you can get monetized on Facebook. So for all the persons out there who are thinking about doing this, you should listen to this. And even folks who have a good bit of following on Facebook, and you think you can let your content be heard, you can. Why not do it with an ability to try to potentially be monetized? And I'm going to go into something else later on that might suit other people as well. So you can be monetized with Facebook. You have to get to a certain level of followings, and you have to get to a certain level of people who watch your videos, but you can be monetized on Facebook. I'll give you what the threshold is to get in ad streams where Facebook would place an ad in your videos when people are watching them. To get to that level, you have to have 10,000 followers, and you have to have 30,000 30,000 minute views videos on your site. Right, getting to 10,000, these sort of things, it's not difficult. My page is just a month old. I'm just shy of 5,000 now. I think, keep my fingers crossed, once you keep supporting me, we can probably get to 10,000 followers by the end of June, maybe early July. And this is organic followers. The unique thing about Facebook, though, is that you can boost your page. You can pay to have your page boosted with which allows you to get more followers and get more likes. So that is something you can do with Facebook. You can pay Facebook 100 US and say, boost my page, send it everywhere. And you can target where you send your page. Because if you have a large demographic of people who listen to you or follow you from a certain area, the more you can make potentially. If you have a lot of persons who listen in the US, um, the more you can make, because there's a lot more businesses who are advertising for the US or US based customers. In Antigua, there's one or two businesses who do that. And you even look at an ad and you see somebody's ad pop up, that means that that person is marketing to an Antiguan clientele. But no matter where you target, you can earn money from Facebook with in-ad streams. So Facebook allows you to do it, and it's easier to get it done on Facebook than it is to get it done on, let's say, YouTube. On YouTube, to be able to get monetized, you need about 10,000 subscribers, and you'd have to have gotten those 10,000 subscribers within, I think, 6 months. Um, and you also have to get a certain amount of minutes viewed on your videos for you to be eligible for monetization. It's easier to get it done on Facebook, right? So that's why I chose the Facebook route for now. So I decided to do the option on Facebook that way. So another thing that you can also do with social media is you can do affiliate marketing, right? That's another means where you can generate revenue. You can do affiliate marketing. You may ask, Kenny, what is affiliate marketing? Well, if you have a strong following, companies out there would want to use your following to promote their brand. So there's a couple of ways you can actually do it, right? You can utilize companies like, let's say, ClickBank or other companies where you can potentially sell products to other people. So what I mean by that, and let me just straighten myself up. What I mean by that is you can ideally, you can get a link from these companies and you could say, hey guys, I have this amazing stuff that I want to put out there, this amazing product. Click my link in the description and go and check it out. Now, if a person clicks your link and goes to that page and they buy anything from that page, you get that commission. So that's a form of affiliate marketing. That's one form of it. Another form of it is a person would try to attach their product to your page. So you would, when you do the Facebook affiliate marketing or the brand marketing with Facebook, when you get to a certain threshold again, and I'm almost at that threshold now, which is, I must thank you guys. That threshold is easier to get at than the in-ad streams. I believe I can get to that threshold in the next couple of days. That threshold, all it requires you to do is have 1,000 followers, and I'm just shy of 5,000 followers, so I'm there. And you have to get a certain amount of either engagements or a certain amount of video views. So I think you have to get 180,000 video views or 30,000 1-minute video views, or think something like 15 or 20,000 engagement, which is like things like comments and likes and so on for your videos. Once you hit any of those thresholds with the 1,000 subscribers, you qualify for brand marketing. And with brand marketing, a company can say, I like what this person is doing. Like, so let me give you an example of something that can typically happen. Let's say my show was catering to the techie crowd, you know, a brand that maybe sells cell phones would want to attach themselves to my page because that's my audience. We work out whatever it will cost to do so, and they pay me to post things on their page. So that's the brand marketing side of things that Facebook allows you to do. All right, so you can get the in-ad streams and you can get the brand marketing, and then you can also still do your affiliate marketing outside of that, which doesn't have to do with Facebook. That's something that I started to take a look at, where you can do your affiliate marketing, where you can use your audience to your own benefit and try to sell products that you believe in. The only problem with the affiliate marketing is that dishonest people shouldn't do it. When I say that dishonest people shouldn't do it, there's some products that are just aren't good, but you promote them anyway. No. You got to look at products that you probably believe in and think that can actually help people and so on. So you can do that. Another way that you can actually earn money from doing this whole thing is you can attract, if you do shows, you can offer a couple of things. You can offer product placements into your videos. So I'm home now. I haven't set up a full studio to do this, and it's something that I'm going to be doing very soon. Once outside is all pretty safe again, I'm going to look into doing it. So I'm going to build out a studio where I do my different shows from the Mass Breathers Morning Show. And I got a couple of shows coming on stream. Okay. I got a couple of shows coming on stream. Of course, one is called Say the Word, where I interview some well-known people and we have a one-on-one discussion with those people. So that's something that's coming on stream. I actually did a test with it with The Rock. Big up to that group. And I was supposed to do one with Whitney, but the internet connection was just not working out. I have one coming up with Neil Cochran as well. So those things are coming very soon. And there's another show that I have planned. So I'm going to have like 3 good shows that I do. That's going to be the Mass Beat is going to be Monday to Friday, and those other shows are going to be once a week. So in those shows, you can actually sell branding. You can offer product placements in your live feed. You can offer commercials in your feed, and you can charge people for those things. So you can earn money from doing that sort of thing as well. So that is where I want to go with this. It's been hard. I'm not gonna tell anybody it's an easy thing and you can just get it done by the snap of your finger. I'm not that lucky. Some people might be able to do that, and they might be able to get that following just like that. I had to work for it. I post content like every day. I try to keep my listeners engaged like every day. So that's something that I try to really do. And it's not easy sometimes coming up with this sort of content, but you just have to do what you have to do. Right now, one of the things that I'm going to be planning, which I said that persons who are thinking about creating content may want to jump on, is I have another page called Audio Pulse Entertainment. Right, that page is nowhere close in terms of how big this page is, but I'm building that page out while I'm doing this. I'm trying to do 2 at the same time. I don't post much content to that, but what that page is going to be for is I'm going to try to use that page and build that page out to provide a platform for persons who want to make content. So if you have a great idea for something you want to have on social media, a great idea for a show, when I get to that point, I'm going to put that out on that page. It will be something similar to, I don't know how much you follow people like BuzzFeed or Donut Media. It's something similar to that. That page is going to be something similar to that, where you're going to have different content from different people on that page. And I'll still have my regular Kenny D page for the things that I like doing, the Mass Breeder Show. Maybe the Mass Breeder Show might move to that page eventually. We'll see. And what I do here with this page is just continue doing the things that I like to do, speaking with the people that I like to speak to, and so on and so forth. So that's what's happening with me right now. It's not easy. I haven't gotten much support from the business community yet, but Rome wasn't built in a day. I'm just going to try to utilize all my avenues so I can keep the lights on and the water running and the internet bill paid and the house rent paid so that I can keep doing this. But what I need you guys to do is keep supporting, keep liking the videos, keep watching the lives, keep commenting, keep sharing. I do appreciate it, and I want to encourage you to continue to do that. All right, I really do appreciate it. This is pretty much uncharted waters for anybody in Antigua and Barbuda. And once this works, as I said, I want to bring a lot of people around. And I'm not a person who hides how to do things. I'm never that person. I always try teaching. You know, I in the DJ fraternity, if you remember, I interviewed Rhythm Master and Spaniard a while back, and I call them my sons because I don't try to keep anybody down. I don't try to. I think a person who has information on how to get something done and holds that information close to the chest and doesn't tell anybody is doing himself a disservice, right? I think that it's a big world out there, and we all have fans. I've seen people, and this just irks me. I've seen people, especially in this lockdown time, saying, and that's not even fans. I've seen persons in the business who are mad when other people go live. And it was weird. That's like you saying, okay, because NBC has a show going on now, that CBS shouldn't have a show going on. Because MTV has a show going on now, that BET shouldn't have a show going on now. It's weird. We all have our part to play in this whole thing called media. We all have our own fans, and we all have the ability to create content. So create your content. You know, if you can make your stuff the biggest thing in the world, then do it. If you want persons like myself to assist to help you make it, because I know this business. You know, it might sound funny, and I don't want to sound or come across braggadocious, but in the business of radio and media and content creation, I know this business. I've been involved in this business for almost my entire life. I've been able to be in front of the microphone and behind the microphone as well. So I know this business, you know? So that's what this is all about, people. I'm going to end off here. Don't forget, coming up later tonight, about 7 o'clock tonight, I'm going to give you part 2 of that, you know, once in a lifetime reunion concert with Burning Flames. I gave you part 1 last night. We're going to give you part 2 tonight. And the part 2 for tonight is going to feature some of Antigua's best artists. So you're going to want to look out for part 2. And they're all backed by Burning Flames. So it's going to be awesome, man. Once again, thank you for all the support I've been having. I do appreciate it. Keep liking my content. Keep liking my videos. I do appreciate that. We're at 4,925. I think I checked it before I came on, about their followers. So we at 75 followers short of 5,000. Let's get to the 5,000 mark, right? Let's get to the 5,000 mark. Share this page. Have your friends follow. Have your friends like the page. And we are maybe about 200 and something likes away from 5,000. So we're close in terms of followers to 5,000, and we're getting there in terms of likes to 5,000 as well. And then the next step is trying to hit 10,000. I can try to do it organically, but organically takes longer. As I said, with Facebook, you can have pages that go out and spend $500 in a month just to get followers, and it can be done. So hopefully I can get to that 10,000 mark by June. And once I get to that 10,000 mark, then of course I can try to qualify for in-stream ads with Facebook. But right now I'm almost there in terms of qualifying for brand marketing with Facebook. I already have one of the requirements, which is 1,000 followers. And the last time I checked, I was at my reach for my, not reach, my what's the word? Oh goodness, I'm forgetting the word. Reactions, I think, people who like and comment and share your videos, is for the month. Is that, well, the page is only a month old, so it is for the month. For the month, in terms of likes, reactions, likes and comments and shares, I think I am at 12,000 for the month. Yeah, I think I'm at 12,000 for the month, and I think I have to get to 15. I got to 15 or 20,000 to qualify, but that's easy to get. Not relatively easy to get to. I think I can get to that point in the next couple of days. In the next week, maybe we'll see. If it's if it's if it's if it's 15,000, I probably might get it in the next couple of days if I keep posting every day. And when I post longer videos, at least half hour long to an hour long, those give you more of a chance to get those sort of impressions. I think it is. Impressions, I think, is what the term is. So you get more likes, comments, shares when you post longer videos. So hopefully I can get there. This video is just about a half hour long so far, so I'm gonna end it here. So yeah, guys, the page is just about a month old. Thank you for all the likes. We're just shy of 5,000 followers, and we're a couple of hundred, like 200 likes short of 5,000 as well. We're like 75 followers short of 5,000 followers. So hopefully in the next couple of days we can get that, and by next month, hopefully organically, because I'd have no big money to spend right now, lockdown hard. So I have to try to build this out as organically as possible, unless somebody out there who thinks that they can you know get their product heard on my page. Holler at me, send me an email. Go to my page, you'll find my email address, send me an email, and we can talk business. I have some very cool advertising packages for businesses in Antigua and Barbuda, and they're very, 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 very affordable. All right, I have an introductory package that I'm putting out there. So send me an email, I'll send it off to you, and we go from there. And I'm going to, in very short order, start sometime next month building out a proper studio to have my things. I have a couple other things I want to buy, new webcams, new things like that, and to do it properly. I wasn't able to do all of that the way I wanted to when this lockdown started because we couldn't go anywhere. Nowhere was open. So now that we can move about a little easier, then I can do those things. Hey, of course, big up to the man. Andy, big up yourself. Of course, this year is a crazy year. And all know we'll be talking, we'll probably be getting into promoting the breakfast party and so on and so forth. But it is what it is. Big up yourself, Andy. So, guys, I'm out. Once again, thank you for the support. I must say big up to the folks. There's this page that I post content to a lot, and it's the Your Antiguan page, and I get a lot of support from that page as well. Thank you guys over there. Give yourselves a round of applause. Big up to Crystal Clark and everybody else who's watching, Erica, Samantha, big up to Vivian, which is my union, and everybody else who's watching on that page, man. Thank you so much. Dudley Empress and everybody else. And the folks who watch on my regular Facebook page, like Sean, the man Gizmo, big up yourself, Denise Ambrose, and everybody else there. So again, people, go like the page, share the page, let's try to get this built out, share everything, and we go from there, man. For real, for real. And once again, I appreciate the love and support I've gotten so far. We have a lot more to do. I'm going to work very hard in doing this, but, I just got to keep at it because Rome wasn't built in a day. So I just have to keep at it and keep slowly and surely breaking down certain hurdles. Because you have to change person's mindsets when it comes to something. This is a new thing. If I come to a business place and I say, hey, I have this new way to get your business out there, they're going to like, I'm not too sure about that because it's not radio, it's not TV, it's not the newspaper. But this is more effective than all of it because this content never goes away in a sense. So whereby you play something on the radio and it's played and gone, or you play something on the TV and it's played and gone, and that's it. You don't hear it again. With this, my posts stay on my page forever, or at least for a very long time, at least for a year. So you and persons have the chance to go back and watch it. Let me tell you what happens. When people see cool, when people come across cool content, they go back and look at other things that I've done. So you get promoted in that aspect as well. And the lives are awesome, man. I like doing the live thing and then leaving those videos to get views afterwards. I like doing that. I think that's going to be my MO going forward. Doing things live and then posting them from the live, and people can go and watch them afterwards, rather than just posting videos and leave them there. I like doing the lives. They're pretty cool. All right. So big up to everybody else again, man. Once again, the page has turned a month old. We're looking to build it out. If you have a business out there, and let me tell you something, right? I'm not bragging. It's not me being braggadocious or nothing like that. But this page has gotten just shy of 5,000 followers within the month. It's a month old page, right? And I can send you my analytics if you're interested in advertising to show you what sort of reach it gets. Now, are there pages out there locally that get a lot more reach than I do? Hell yeah. I've seen people go on lives and gotten thousands of people watching their lives at the same time. I've never even gotten close to that sort of number, to be very honest with you. I think the most that I've ever gotten on any of my lives at any one time is maybe 75 people. But my content is something that can be watched over and over and over and over again. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's original content. So, holla at me. Let me show you some analytics. It's so weird. I was watching my analytics the other day, and I have more people who follow and watch my videos that are not followers. So, and you may say, Kenny, how is that possible? It's weird, right? So, so 40% of the people who watch my videos are my followers. So when you say, Kenny, you have 4,000 followers. If all 4,000, probably yes, all 4,000 of my followers watch my videos. But that is not the cap. I have more persons who aren't followers who watch my videos. Close to 60% of the people who watch my videos aren't followers. So those are the people who follow the video. Let me get those analytics. If you enjoy the content, you watch it, because I can see that, 50 to 60% of the people who watch my videos aren't followers of my page. And they may have gotten it through other means. Persons who follow my page would share it and they pick it up when I do a live. And that's how people get it, That's how people who aren't followers of your page get it. When I do a live and you share it and then your friends see it who aren't followers of my page, they watch it and they like it. More of my likes, more of my comments, more of my views come from persons who are not followers than persons who are. And that's good, which means it means that I have room to grow. It means that I have persons who have just not liked the page yet or just not follow the page yet to follow it. So that's it. Anyhow, I gotta go, man. It's a Sunday. I'm gonna get out of here. Big up to the people who are watching on the Your Antiguan group. Big up yourself. Nelly Jr., Renee, big up. Persons who are watching on my page. Jason over there in English Harbor, Mr. Bailey, big up yourself. But I'm out. I know I can sit down and ramble on forever. I like talking, but I gotta go. I'm gonna go start putting things in place for tonight. Don't forget, tonight we're gonna give you part 2 of that Burning Flames reunion show. So look out for that. Part 2 is awesome too. Part 2 features Hero from Montserrat. Part 2 features Tien Winter, Ricardo Drew, Claudette Peters, Tizzy, Ezzy Ratigan. Part 2 is crazy, and they're all backed by Burning Flames. Oh boy, you're not gonna want to miss part 2. Part 2 gave me goosebumps. All right, so we out, people. Thank you once again for all the support, and continue liking the page, continue following what I do. I do appreciate it. All right.